Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, the Truth Serum. Come on in. I tell a lot of stories. I like to have fun. Get yourself a coffee, juice, orange juice. I know I wasn't going to do these morning videos, but I couldn't take the pressure. Mike Franzese went to visit David Berkowitz, the son of Sam. If you folks are too young to know, 1977 to 1988, he terrorized New York, serial killer, and everything else. Mike Franzese went to have an interview with him. We're gonna play some of that. So go get settled in. I couldn't take the pressure. I wasn't gonna do one because I'm gonna be scheduling my live stream. So uh, hang in there with me. I find this video disrespectful, distasteful, uh, but al bizarro. I mind-boggling. Now, I've done many interviews. I mean, in many interviews. I've done many videos about Mike Franzese. I was a runaround guy. My godfather was in the Colombo family years ago, blah, 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 blah. And, I've said many things about Mike, as most of you folks well know. Well, for those supporters of Mike, and they have the right to, I was going to lay off of Mike and just start doing different things on my channel and just lay off of him because it gets old after a while. The bash game, I understand that, but how could I resist this big flagrant foul? Where disgusting. He should lose if he had any credibility. Credibility. If he had any credibility to start with, I don't know if he has any left. What he had is, does he have any left or what? He should have that production team. No, they must be just all brown that just go do anything and say nobody said, listen, Mike, that might not be a good idea. That might not be a good idea. All right, folks, or folk, or one person. So, yeah, of course he calls it. Of course, Mike Franzese calls it the sit down. Put the mafia stuff in there with this serial killer. The sit down with the guy that terrorized our city, your city, Brooklyn, in the 70s. Terrorized it. New Yorkers terrorized it. And not to be racist or anything. And most of the victims were Italian. I mean, every life counts, that no matter what it was, but just more. So what's interesting is he opens up the video, this sit down with Son of Sam, with like a 3-minute wine commercial.
Yeah, flip, let's do it.
Did he just hug him? Did you see that introduction? Did he just walk in the room and hug him and pat him on the back? Mike Franzese just walked in there to David Berkowitz and hugged him, pat him on the back.
Hey, he's here. Yeah, flip, let's do it. I walk in redemption.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome to another sit down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. Everything is very good, very blessed on this end. As always, I give God all the praise, honor, glory, and thanksgiving for that. Before I get into today's great video, I believe, great topic, I just want to thank everybody. I've been getting such good referrals and
Yeah. He's gonna try to sell you wine now for 5 minutes. Let's move along, my good people. Wow.
I was convinced that he's very sincere. And people,
he's still going on defending
don't
him.
understand this. The basis of Christianity.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's still carrying on, ladies and gentlemen. He's still carrying on about the basic of Christianity and to forgive and all that. We get the Christian precepts. We get the Christian stuff. Berkowitz was born evil. It wasn't the demographics of his upbringing, like millions and millions of other children had the same demographics and everything else. And then what the psychologists try to do is they try to framework a profile on how all this stuff happens, because those profilers and experts want to look like, no, Mr. Psychological experts. Some people are just born evil, whether they're born in the ghetto, in the city, in the country. Some people are just born evil, Mike. Some people are born evil. The devil has the ability to roam to and fro on the earth. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else you want to try to sell us. He's trying to school us on psychology, and he's trying to school us on the precepts of Christianity. And he coddles the guy during the interview. He coddles him. Serial killer that killed innocent people, children, teenagers, and everything else. He coddles them. This is the best and worst, best example of Mike Franzese, and he should have took this video down. He turns it into a sit down in his thumbnail. Here.
It was Good Friday and Easter Sunday, and it was on Good Friday that Jesus died for the.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Now,
people, I just saw my daughter go through depression for something tragic. I think I've spoken.
Now he's going on about mental health issues and everything else. We get it, Mike. He's setting the preface. He's prefacing all this stuff because he knows there's people like me and the rest of the real population and thinkers out there are going to go, what? So he's already putting up this like preface and somewhat defense with his sit down with David Berkowitz. And Mike's a disciple of Christ, and he's gonna finagle your mind into thinking, yeah, we know about forgiveness, Mike. We know about all that. Some people are born evil. That's all there is to it. The psychologists and experts do not want to accept that. They want to just put some conditioning and other types of variables into that so they can look good in their ivory tower universities. But the fact of the matter is, you could sum it up very simple. Some people are just born evil. It doesn't matter. You could have 5 children in the same household, and they could be a doctor, a killer, a policeman, a school teacher. Come on. This guy thinks everybody's just stupid. Michael Condinas, I had to do a little thing. Now, here's Mike Franzese sitting down with the son of Sam. No scruples. I told you he wants to sell his socks and underwear, and he sits down, walks in, hugs him, gives him a hug and a pat on the back. That's like doing that with Lucifer. Then he's trying to defend it about the Bible and forgiveness and everything else, and he's trying to let's see.
It's horrible. Depression is horrible.
We know, Mike.
I never believed that. Honest with you.
He's trying to preface about depression and mental health and everything else, so he could defend this sit down, because he just wants to show the world that, see what depression and mental health does to a person. If you look at the facts, NYC crime spot, Brett, he had a guest on there that was an expert on the son of Sam. Watch what NYC crime spot did and all that. But sometimes you need to have an expert, sometimes you don't. But the kid was real cool about talking about it. And let's continue. What happened? My phone? What are his demons working on my phone? Well, more or less what he's saying is he's trying to defend, the mental health and everything else. David Berkowitz was an intelligent cat. I mean, he gets in there and he coddles them. Well, this is the reason why you did it. This is why. Yeah, oh yeah, that's all right. And then at the end, they're selling books. They're selling books. Total disregard for the families over there in Queens, in New York City, and everybody else, all the victims' families. Total disregard for the son to sit there and smooth and set up a preface and an introduction that's going to say that he wants to tell you, yeah, mental health and depression and everything is running rapid. We know that, Mike. We get it. But so, because that's why the reason I'm sitting down, because, the son of Sam was suffering from some real complete mental health issues and everything else. It's irrelevant, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The guy was evil. There's a lot of people with serious mental health issues and depression. There's millions and millions and millions of people that suffer from worse nature and nurturing, which he didn't have it that bad anyways. And they suffer from all of that. They don't turn into serial killers. They don't turn into serial killers, Mike Franzese. There's the same demographic and anecdotal information and statistical information that there are millions and millions of people out in America and on planet Earth that have severe mental health issues and other types of compromised thinking. They don't go around and turn into serial killers. All right. This Mike Franzese thinks everybody's stupid. And then what do? Why didn't he get on there and do his preface? His preface was to defend him about mental health and all that. And that's why, so he doesn't look like a complete sellout when he does this interview. Why didn't he start the interview and say, okay, folks, now listen, folks, I'm going to do this with the son of Sam. Don't get alarmed. All the proceeds from any trinkets we're selling are going to go to the victims of son of Sam. Okay, you might have said, that's cool. I still don't like it, but whatever could get some of those families, they'll never be compensated for the tragic loss from this maniac, evil serial killer. So, but something in good faith. He's selling books. They're sitting there trying to sell books. He's defending him. Hey, the Jets, the Grossman Files. He never thought once. He coddled them during the interview. He sells wine to start the interview. 10 minutes. First of all, welcome, Mr. Grossman Files, the Grossman Files. He's a Mama Luke, starts the thing with all the wine. The wine. So he gets the thumbnail. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Then he defends him on he pats him on the back, and then he didn't even try to defend himself going in, because he knows people, and 99% of the thinking people that actually think these days would say what they would say, but not a penny to the victims. Not anything, because, well, that ain't going to make up for it. And nothing's going to justify this interview he did. There's nothing. So, there's always those clowns that defend Mike Franzese. Well, they're just trying to, make awareness of mental health issues and everything. No, they're trying to make awareness of him selling a book, putting a fancy name in the thumbnail. The man was from New York. He terrorized the city back in 1977. He's sitting there walking in. Yeah, nice to, like an old friend. He pats him on the back. Hey, nice to see you, Lucifer. Yeah, how you been? You need any wine? I'll try to get the warden to put some in your cell. Come on, folks. Jeez. The guy's gone nuts. The guy's gone nuts. I told you guys back in the day, you know, that's those families of those victims, of course, that's what, 37 years ago, 23, 40 something years ago. The Grossman Files, wasted opportunity. Yeah, he went in to set a preface to just try to shape the mentality of the people, you know, because he tries to brainwash whatever he does. He went in 10 minutes to sell the wine, 10 minutes about mental health and all this and that. So number one, he's in there selling. Number two, which he has a right to. No, yeah. Number two, he's trying to say, I know you might not like this, folks, but, you know, just people have suffered from mental health. So, you know, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at Mike Franzese. So he's trying to set that because he thinks he's cute, of course. He's trying to set the table for that. Real cute. Real cute. And then he's going on. And then Berkowitz is telling these stories about this and that. We're all like, oh, poor Davy boy. Oh, yeah, and this and that. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this mental health and everything. Yeah, okay. Mike Franzese, how about this? Go get somebody on your production staff, and if you have any type of statistical, anecdotal mind about variables and everything else, how many people that suffer from mental health that turn into serial killers? 0.00000000001%. Okay, Mike. So you do this whole preface about how mental health and everything. Yeah, there's killers that, of course, there would be some killers that are completely sane or have some mental health issues. Duh. But don't set the table that, like, just to defend himself, because he knows there are some thinkers out there that to just say, well, you know, the guy killed 6, 7 people or whatever it was, and then blah, blah, blah. I think they got the number wrong. He got me confused now. It was 7 or 6. He's got me confused. It's got me confused. I don't know. The New York Jets, unique mastiffs. Yeah, so completely insanity. I told you about how the guy was, and I said I didn't want to do any more bashing because I'm going to grow this channel with me. Of course, I piggybacked on him. I was around back in the day. I knew how he was back then, folks. I knew how he was back then. But it seems to got worse. Did you see him testifying? Did you folks see him testifying in front of the Senate committee? Yeah, he said he never did nothing. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Did you see him testifying? Yeah. Okay, that's your boy. That's your boy. There's the expert mob guy that was more or less an accountant. And now here he is doing an interview that he wants to call a sit down. Unbelievable. Just to put the mob genre in, because he's got all his sucker viewers. Just to put, you know, yeah, a sit down, you know, a mafia term, you know, everything's a sit down. I think he had a sit down with his mailman yesterday. So he turns it into a flare just to sell. A disgrace to America, a disgrace to the people in New York City. And he walks in and hugs him and pats him on the back after a 10-minute commercial about his wine, and after a 10-minute diatribe or monologue, forgive me, a monologue about mental health that this poor David Berkowitz was suffering. Oh, really? Come on, man. Wow. He's a disgrace to Italian Americans, the New York Jets, and he's a disgrace to humanity and those families, them families of them victims that got to see him walk in a prison and walk up to the guy and hug him and pat him on the back and then coddle him the whole interview and coddle him. that brings up people that might come to mind, like historical people, like that think maybe Hitler comes to mind, Mussolini, maybe some others, but this type of thinking apparatus that these guys maintain. Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, David, we're adopted. Poor David and all this. There are tons of people, and the psychologists and the profiles. Yeah, I saw that. Unique. The guy, I don't know. I mean, I know it's all marketing and everything, and he's got a real bigger channel than me. I don't care about numbers and everything. This is the truth, show. We keep things real. I like my crowd that people try to think and throw things around. Where my numbers go, they go. I've done 500 videos. I pump it out. I'm not. I pump. I don't care. But he don't. The guy just doesn't care. He's standing on things, and then they get into the interview, and well, the psychologists and intense therapy and all this and that, and then it's trying to match the profiling, because these profilers, these forensic profilers, and these big universities, Freuds and everything else, they're trying to fit David Berkowitz in this psychological profile based on being adopted, behavior, and everything else, which is total refutable. I used to do statistical analysis of variances. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but in mathematics, I used to do formulas this big about analysis and variables and variances for different marketing types of things, of products or anything else, statistical data. None of that stuff that he's talking about has anything to do with another variable. There's another variable that you have to institute and implement into the formula. A person being born evil. Okay, Harvard psychiatrists and Harvard psychologists and all these Freuds and Pavlovians and everything else. Some people are just born evil, okay? You experts out there, some people are just born evil. You could put them in any situation, parent, two parents, the country, the city. You could put them anywhere on planet Earth in any type of demographic, and they're still born evil. So sorry, Mike, about you calling him about all these different situations, and he's defending them. Craven, how you feel? The New York Jets, unique mastiffs. I'm trying to lay off. I was trying to lay off the guy and move along, do some other things on my channel. But I gotta see a video where this guy walks into a prison, and he's hugging him, and of course they're selling him. They're selling some book at the end. Yeah. The Grossman Files. Agreed. David was a normal psychotic. He could get along in society well enough, but he was organically disturbed. Nothing more complex than that. Who is this Grossman Files? Thank you for coming along. There's nothing more than that. Mike Franzese could put a spin on it, turn it into a NYC crime spot. Turn it into, go to the NYC crime spot, because that guy that was on there. Oh, that's the Grossman Files. That's Manny. I'll be all right, because I watched that NYC crime spot. The guy's an expert on it, and they're good. NYC crime spot and the Grossman Files, because I like thinking people. Unique Masters. Surprised Franzese didn't kiss the Berkowitz ring. I don't know. I mean, on so many levels. And he does a 10-minute introduction. He sets this table. He makes a preface about, he did a 10-minute commercial with the wine. Yeah, really, bro? And then he talks about mental health. And now he's attributing to him Maybe he thinks this is Bush League, this is whack. So now he's got to do a 10-minute monologue about, because he knows it's Bush League. So he's going to tell his viewers, well, I'm doing this just because I'm so concerned about mental health in the world. And my family went through mental health. And this person went through mental health. Slick move, slick move. But there's thinkers out there, Mike Franzese. There's thinkers out there. So, you know, so he does all that, and then he gives the guy a hug. Those people in Queens and everywhere else running around, then what do? They try to sell a book at the end of it. Where's the proceeds going to the book? What you do, hand the guy a $50 bill for his commissary? Well, the Grossman Files and Manny, NYC Crime Spot, did they change the law, New York State law, for inmates writing books? Did they change the law that inmates can receive revenue derived from books? Oh, they did. Okay. Thank you, the Grossman Files. Thank you. It's called the Son of Sam law. Oh. You guys wonder why I'm nuts? Oh, Lord, thank you, man. I love the action. Thank you, folks, for helping an old guy out like that. And Manny, Brett gave me my first interview. Good guy. You guys check these guys out. These guys know their game. These guys are on top of their game. Oh, they put it in after the David Berkowitz arrest. I greatly appreciate that. I cannot believe. Maybe if he would have said all proceeds, now listen, folks, now listen. I know there's going to be some people really aggravated about this video, but I'm going to donate all the proceeds to David Berkowitz's family. No. To the victims. Or how about this? To mental health awareness. Oh my gosh. You're doing a monologue about mental health to try to defend David Berkowitz. Well, how about doing that? The children are 40, but those children, I mean, the family, but no, nothing. What's he do instead? Tries to sell his wine, and then what did he do? And then who's got a book? Berkowitz got a book, or Mike got a book. And what's up with those proceeds? Then he defends it on the precepts of the church and Christianity. Well, we were taught back in church school. I went to church school. I know the Bible inside and out. Who does? Some people know the basic things of the Bible. Well, we're supposed to forgive. Yes, Billy and Sally were supposed to forgive and everything else. But I find it hard to believe that we're supposed to accept a serial killer, that it was the devil. The devil. There's demonic possessed people running around there that just want to be evil. They're not part of the regular humanity. They're not part of society. They were born ill. They were born ill into this world. They don't fall under the precepts and spiritual laws and rules about forgiveness. Okay, Mike Franzese, in your church, don't you even learn anything in that church you're running over there? You formulate all your opinions and thoughts and concepts and defend them behind what? $1. The same guy that made all those millions in the gas scheme. He really showed his behind. He really showed his behind in this video. NYC Crime Spot. Unique Mischief said the law was done away with, but is returning. Crime Spots. NYC Crime Spot says, I'm not too sure. I believe the law is a hard one to enforce and not in all states. Yeah, there's a lot of shaky ground about what can be publicized, let alone books, because a lot of people write a lot of inmates make different publications. I thought it was still in place myself, but because not only books are publicized, some inmates do artwork and have some other abilities to generate money. while being incarcerated, of course. So it's a shaky ground because what then do they have a right to do it? And then the next step is what is done with the proceeds? Does the prison get a piece of the action? Does the victims get a piece of the action? Does the inmate get a piece of the action? So there's a lot in play there. Like it might be differentiated through different states in our country, but I mean, so the law is on the books. It never went away. All right, the Grossman Files. Can I call you Manny? It's Manny. What if my mind shot? That's Manny. The guy's an expert on that. I'm down on people that get into the knowledge of things and think about, you know, the Grossman Files. Oh, okay, Manny. He cannot be analyzed like a normal killer. Right. I mean, there's ills. This is a spiritual world we live in. Mike Franzese should know that. So the universe produced an ill. His poor parents had to rear him, and all that, and so they were trying to attribute all these different things about these clubs and everything. Go to the Grossman Files and go to the NYC Crime Spot because they're the experts on that. I don't want to just throw stuff around because I'm just trying to remember what they said. So get it from the horse's mouth. You know, a guy that studied this guy more than them psychologists did. I want to hear his psychological profile other than these quote unquote trying to put the guy in a category. I got degrees in psychology. Lady Saint 44, good morning. You don't need a degree. You don't need a degree. That's all I'm saying. And I don't even want to put the tape on there, put the phone up there, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to do that, but holy cow. I wanted to back off, Mike, because I'm going to diversify my channel a little bit and, just mix it up a little, different things, maybe get some guests on here, not mob. I'm a Renaissance man. Mo Ali. He takes the cake. He took the cake. I know the guy he wants money. But man alive, what bad taste that is across the board. Across the board. Opens up with a 10-minute wine commercial. Oh my gosh. A next 10 minutes of talking about mental health. We know. We don't want your wine. We don't want to hear you school us. Hey, Billy, mental health. Yeah, we know. We get it. What's going on with this David Berkowitz? You're walking in this evil serial killer prison and you're patting him on the back. And then you're defending the guy on every aspect. And then what do you do at the end? Wait for it, folks. You over there, Jimmy? What'd you say? Sell. Yeah, sell. What a wild guess you took, but you're right. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. I'm trying to lay off the guy, through real Christian precepts and just say, let people do their thing. This is entertainment. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We got to get some views. We got to get some subscribers. Yeah, I get it. But I made it to 1,000 thanks to NYC Crime Spot. Thank you, Brett. I made it there. So I'm not just a one-trick pony. I'm not a one-trick pony. So Tommy Karate sent his art to someone and they sell it for him and most likely put that money. Oh, okay. Put it in this commissary. Tommy Karate. Wow. Yeah. Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue Story, top of the morning. So that really, I was trying to backpedal off of Mike and everything. And I've been trying to tell you the DNA and the mental workings of this guy way along. It gets old. Yeah, I'm guilty as charged. I piggyback the thumbnails and everything else. And I'm just trying to tell, I got some other good stories coming up about other types of things. And, it just makes you nuts so I got to jump back in the fray and You know me, I'll chirp till your ears are red. So, they put it in the newspapers and then they'll spin it a certain way. Uh, uh, where's my newspaper? Honey, give me the newspaper. Oh, here it is. Wow, it's only half the size it used to be. Oh, maybe that's because they only publish half of the one side of the story. Maybe that's why the newspaper is half the size it used to be, because they only publish one side of the story. So you get all this insanity. I don't even know. When I'm at a loss for words, there's something wrong, but completely bad taste. What if you're a daughter or a child and you watch this YouTube and everything, and then you walk in and you see Mike Franzese hug a serial killer that killed Aunt Teresa? What? Jimmy Calander, yeah. Good morning. Hey, James McCarthy says, Joe, I understood that Chaz was also looking for Berkowitz. Heard it through the 250 shelled out for a birthday greeting. Joe, can you call my little Joey for less? What the heck? Unbelievable. New York City terrorized. Yeah, that was the same year, I believe, that they had the blackout, 1977. There was a blackout of the city. There was a blackout, and that was the same year there was the blizzard of 77. I'm older than you folks think. I got 3 lighters here. Forgive me for smoking, but I can't take the pressure, folks. These people will make you nuts. So that interview he did was like an hour and 15 minutes or something that he did with Berkowitz. And he's coddling him and talking, and then he'll integrate. He's a cutie pie. He'll integrate this stuff for his agenda and his justifications. So he's extracting these things, and then he's talking in justification and in defense and everything else. Shameless, Mike. Shameless. I know your folks watch me now. I know you watch the Truth Show. This little old channel. Yeah, I'm still living. I'm still around, bro. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I try to be a good Christian and don't want to, if you got nothing good to say about somebody, don't say it. I understand all that. But and then you do these cutie pie moves because you're very visible. You're visible with 1 million subscribers. So you should be held to a greater esteem. Everybody should, if you got 1 sub or 1 million, but you should handle with care, because when there's more responsibility. Innate responsibility. I don't get it, folks. I don't get it. So, yeah. Then he uses Chaz commentary, with all that. Like, it's enough's enough. Golly. Jeez. No talk about the victims? What about the victims, Mike, from our city, from your city? What about the victims? Nothing about that. What's going on here? Young people in their prime of life. Nah, that doesn't mean that's not important. Let's make it Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah, Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Manny. Keep up the great work. Check out the Grossman files. And thank you. Thank you, man. I like thinking people that get out there. If there's people interested in these topics, and there's people out there that know this stuff inside and out. Have a great day, my friend. Yeah. And NYC Crime Spot. So I don't know how many more videos, but come on, Mike. Jeez. Shameless. Nobody in your camp actually said, I don't think that'd be a good idea to go out there and visit him. No. Captain Joe, how you doing? Nobody said, maybe that's not a good idea. Unless there's charity involved. And then you still might have mixed feelings on that. What's he do? He hugs the guy. He coddles the guy, puts a monologue together, and then he does a diatribe and nothing. Charity, he was trying to sell some book or something on top of it. What's going on here? What's going on? You know, I'm trying to look at everybody as a Christian and things like that. And of course, I got to have channel content. But holy macaroni. Give it a break, Mike. Is he that deluded that he can't even look at the other side of this and go, geez, you know, what is this something I really need to do? Did he ever have the way his mind, did he ever stop and just say, well, you know what, who cares about the extra money that they're whatever they're selling? Who cares about the views and subs? Is this just, maybe this just isn't something good to do? Was that thought even entertained in his thinking? Was that thought ever even entertained? Just humanistically speaking on so many different levels. No. Oh, they're David Berkowitz, me. We could sell something. Let's do this and that. Let's sell some wine. Let's sell some books. Yeah, we'll just talk about mental health issues so we could defend and justify this video. And yeah, did he ever just think before that? Yeah. Unique. He'll probably squeeze 6 episodes out of it. So, what's going on, Jimmy Calandra? A Bath Avenue story. Check out the guy's channel. We rock and roll over here. So, I can't take the pressure. He does it to me every time. And there's things I want to say that I can't say. There's things from the past when it comes to this guy that I will never say and stuff. And other people, and just not to get subscribers and everything, because I'm going to stay in my lane and go with the flow because I'm trying to build my channel and I'll get there, you know. And I could put down terrific thumbnails about all this and that, and my channel still ain't going to grow that exponentially over all that. I'll only get 100 views and maybe 1 extra subscriber out of it. So I'm going to keep my composure and scruples together and just go how I've been going, because I'm confident that I'll keep growing. So, and I don't have anything. I mean, bologna sandwiches, but I still maintain. Thank you, Jesus. I got everything I need. Thank you. Thank you. I'm alive. This is my 5th chance at life. I'm a happy camper. I'm content. So, yeah, money comes in handy. Yeah, but, you know, I'm the Christian that believes that we are kings and queens. And I'm the Christian or spiritualist that believes that we are from the royal DNA. So wherever we are financially or mentally speaking, we could rise up. You don't hear that from Mike. He's like this. James McCarthy. He says, but Joe, he's a Franzese defender. No, he's not. He's my man, James McCarthy. Great thespian. But Joe, Franzese wine has just been picked up and distributed in 11 more states. Maybe we could send you a bottle. You're being real cute, Mr. McCarthy. We're going to have problems. Well, Mr. McCarthy, I would have to finance one of those bottles in a 12-month installment plan, okay? Because the packaging and everything is impressive, yes. I don't know what's inside those impressive bottles, but if you want to go on the freaking $50 down and on the payment plan, maybe we could finance one of those bottles. Okay? 11 more states. Before you know it, you'll see them on TV. Now listen, folks, this is a great Sauvignon of the Franzese edition of the grapes from the dried up cornfields or whatever they are or whatever. Here's the grapes. I don't know where they come from, folks, but here's, and yeah, come on, I just did a video interview with David Berkowitz, by the way. Do you want to buy my wine? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, but there was a 10-minute commercial before I did the interview. Joe Ruffino, Boone's Farms, 99 cents a bottle. Oh, get this, Joe Ruffino. Joe Ruffino's my captain. They did a blind test. Okay, I got you folks in here. Let's rock and roll. Okay, I got to get the cigarette ready. I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm into marketing. I got degrees in marketing, advertise. I got degrees in everything, but I ruined my life. I ruined my life. Okay. But I'm coming back. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, Unique Mastiffs. I had friends that used to go to the Finger Lakes region, and they used to have all the wineries and all that, and they used to have different classes of wine and everything. So there was a guy that put a $5. You see how hoity-toity the wine thing is. Now, and I'm not trying to put down any wine drinkers or anything like that, but how they try to it's image and pricing and esteem and it's like a class thing, Well, I bought $1 of freaking Wild Irish Rose. Well, I bought this 250 bottle. Okay, well, geez, you sorry about you, Billy, with your Wild Irish Rose or Boonesberry Farm. But here's the kicker. They put 5 different wines on a table, okay? They even had wine connoisseurs, my good folks. They even had wine connoisseurs. Now, they had the bottles covered up behind the glasses, the bottle at the glass. So the bottle representing the glass for the taste testers. Now they got these experts, right? These connoisseurs. Well, okay. All right, folks. Here we got wine bottle number 1. Okay, wine bottle number 2. You get this gist of it. Where's the $250 bottle of wine, Mr. Wine connoisseur? Pick one. A, B, C, D, E. Pick one. Oh, it's most definitely D. What's the next most expensive? Ba, 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 ba. The guy almost had the complete opposite, his picks. The cheapest wine out there, he had as the second top most expensive. It was a $9 bottle of some whatever it was. And the $250 bottle he had picked as like the 4th. There you go, Mike Franzese. There you go. Yeah. It's all hype. It's image. And, he's got the impressive bottles. It's all image. It's all image and showing off. Yeah, Billy, come on over. I've got a 250 bottle of wine, Yeah, let's go drink it and smell it and swish it and do whatever we got to do. And, yeah, go ahead. You want one of his bottles? Maybe you could make some installment plans, okay? So, yeah, thank you, folks, for helping me out. James McCarthy, going to be in 11 more states. Unbelievable, man. I mean, I'm trying to do my show. I'm going to get guests here. I only got 1,000 subs. Yeah, it took, I'm not going to diminish the fact I did it the hard way, but I believe I'm the best YouTuber out there. You folks, you know how I motivate and inspire. I'm not a one-trick pony that just goes, you know how I roll. You're seeing the best out there at an early stage in his career. Oh, Vinny Johnston, good morning. Vinny Pastor, you got me last night in that live stream. Vinny Pastor, it come to me. It come to me. You got me in that live stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's cool with you. I just wanted to make a note of that, Vinny Pastor. You got me. Remember, you had me puzzled or something in there, and I was wondering, wait a minute, ba ba ba. You only said hello, and whatever, but that was a good one, Vinny Pastor. That was a good one. I just wanted to get that out there. I hope you're fine and doing everything well and everything that you know. Yes, Johnston. I know people have different tastes, and everybody has their own unique things and this and that. But this is just getting a little out of hand. Jeez. Everybody has the right to be a businessman and a merchant, but when you claim to be such this church and everything else, why isn't there any, 30% of the proceeds will go here, 20% of the proceeds will go here? Where's that? While you're doing 10-minute freaking dialogues and monologues, where's that? Where's that, Mike? Where is that? Where's these proceeds going? It just looks like a cash grab here, like you're the octopus. Oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. Just scoop, get a shovel and just scoop it all in. Everybody has a right to sell, but don't stand behind all these Christian precepts and all this other stuff and show off about this. Put all the shine on yourself about everything. Come on, man. Wow. Johnson, I didn't realize how many wine drinkers there are, and wine is a big seller. Of course, Mike found that out, and that's why he's got his own brand. And then he tried to, my good people, if there's anybody still in here watching, then once he do with the wine, he tried to integrate it and say, well, all the sit-downs, all the many sit-downs, the mobsters used to have wine on the table just to ease their scent, just to cool them off a little so there wouldn't be any violence or aggression. You think a glass of wine is going to stop a captain or a soldier or an associate from defending what he believes, what his position on some issues in the mob? You think a glass of wine is going to stop these guys in their meetings? Or, there was wine on all of these tables. No, there wasn't. There was beer, there was black velvet, there was liquor, or there was water, or there was orange juice, or there was Coke or Pepsi. It was everything else but wine that a human could consume as a beverage. Okay? Yeah, there were many wine. All the wise guys were drinking wine just so we could get the nerves settled before we had these sit downs. So he integrates the wine into the sit downs. And then he puts a sit down with the son of Sam. Yeah, a sit down. You had a sit down. Really? What kind of issues did you cover? What kind of issues did you cover in your sit down? Come on. Johnson, just give 5%, something in good faith, Mr. Johnston. And just some good faith. Okay. Everybody has a right to make money, but come on. He's speaking out of both sides of his mouth. You're standing on here on all this spiritualistic, biblical beliefs and precept and everything else. Well, there's words and there's deeds. Did you miss that chapter, Mike? Did you miss that chapter when you were in solitary confinement and you read the Bible 14 times? Did you read the one that said words and deeds? I don't know. Did you miss that one about words and deeds? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I couldn't take the pressure, my good people, and I had to get it out because in defense, not because I was born in Brooklyn or anything else, just in defense of people in general, to say, how can you do that? open that wound. You know, maybe these people trying to go ahead and live their lives and adapt, that their loved ones got murdered by a serial killer, a evil. Maybe they're trying to go on during their lives and you know, adapt accordingly. You get this guy walking in and hugging the guy that was a serial killer in his city. I don't know, folks, but nobody from his camp said, nah, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Nah, ixnay on the David Berkowitz A, you know? James McCarthy, hopefully you could give us an understanding of that fine aroma, or perhaps you can bottle some wine yourself, simply called Crooked Light. That fine aroma of Seneca's and grape sit down. Great name. Ladies and gentlemen, newsflash, James, don't stop. Tony Lucas, good morning, Joe, and everyone. Quickly send a shout out to Joe Best Podcast YouTube. Well, back to work. Well, thank you, Tony Lucas. I appreciate that. You know, I do try to spread love and compassion here. I am James McCarthy. Why'd you let the cat out of the bag? I am promoting a new wine. All right. I gotta admit. James let the cat out of the bag. It's called the Crooked Light. I can't. My mind is shot. This mic got me sick, James McCarthy. Yeah, I got one from the swamp. It's it's called the Alligator and Frogs vintage. I got one from some swamp. Well, I got a swamp back here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming June 14th. My new wine, Alligators and Frogs. The taste might bite you like an alligator. The smell might have you jumping for joy like a frog. Wow. Holy cow. It's frogs and alligators, the wine. It'll bite you and even have you jumping. Coming to a swamp near you. Is that a good improv? Joe, your book is a fast read. 5 stars. Thank you, folks. I have that book. I'm an author. I know it gets I'm an author. I'm a great author. I got 5 stars from a critic in England that never gave anybody 5 stars in his life. He's 90. Yeah. But I don't know. Craig B. Yeah, it is a fast read. You pick up this book, Big Dead Miss. The link is in there somewhere. The link, whatever. There's a link. I should be more professional, folks. And I should be on top of it because I'm not financially secure like them, but I like to have fun. Whatever. I'm having fun for whatever. But you won't put the book down. You won't. You'll read it. If I'm in a position, I'm gonna write another futuristic book, but I gotta get it together. I don't have I don't have a production team. Craig P. Yeah. Well, thank you for that, James McCarthy. I really appreciate this good guy. I try to spread love and compassion and mental health. I try to spread mental health and love and compassion. Your Mike only mentions it in an interview with David Berkowitz. Yeah, is that the only time you want to talk about mental health and societal issues and everything else? No, once he bring it up, when he goes to see. So thank you, James. Thank you, you folks coming in here. And yeah, my numbers are low, but we all got to start somewhere in our lives. We all got to start somewhere. I'm older. I wasted a lot of time, and I'm just trying to see where things go. Your financial situation doesn't have to equate whether you're a happy person and enjoy life. Yeah, money comes in handy, sure does, but I know millionaires that are miserable. I don't even talk to them anymore. They call me and they're like, "Oh, Joe, what about Howard and all that?" Well, what about? Holy cow! You're worth 12 million. What are you talking about? Your portfolio dropped 0.5%, so you just lost 600 on your value, your stock value. What is he talking about? So a lot of people are wealthy and they're not happy. So, and a lot of hobos in the street are happier than millionaires. So we got to put things in perspective. No matter where you're at, no matter where you're at and your current condition is, you still have the ability to get things straight in your head, put things in perspective, and swing. Swing. You still got a shot at life. You could still swing. You could still get there. So I try to inspire that also. What's Mike try to inspire? All that jibber jabber stuff. And all he is a money making enterprise. God bless him. He's got the right to do that. You know. Craig B. Hey Joe, glad to be on the journey with you. And I'm from South Africa. All right. Well, you know, folks, the truth serum. I was gonna say the youth serum. The youth serum. You're 60, Joe. I can use some youth serum. You know, I can use the Fountain of Youth, Ponce de Leon. My channel's international. Yes. What you are looking at, folks, is the best YouTube personality out there. Oh, I just lost 4 viewers. Oh, dear. What can you do? So there you have it. Pete D, what's going on? Pete D says, I don't pick apart Mike like most, but I thought the interview was distasteful so much I couldn't watch it. Pete, I was trying to back off of Mike. You know, I was trying to back off a little bit and backpedal and just, I got other stories. I got some content coming up, you know, but that took the cake. That took the cake. Vegas Pete, where the heck you been out there rocking and rolling? You forgot all about me, bro? Jeez, James McCarthy. Piers Morgan can have you on. Thumbnail, Joe Monty, former mob boss in the big time. Yeah, put me up there, Piers. I'll get you more views than that guy. Believe me. Because once I break through to the break on through to the other side, the doors. Once I break through, I'm gone. I'm gone. 340,000. So I'm gone. Once I break through, of course, I'm confident. I hope the numbers might show that soon. But yeah, Joe, Vegas Pete, how's it going? I was supposed to get out there and do my thing. Well, let me play a violin, but due to certain, good to have you here. I don't get it, man. Yeah, former mob boss. So many taboos that follow that guy around. So many taboos and flagrant fouls, and just so much. I could see if the guy, it doesn't matter. He shouldn't be doing it anyways, based on whatever his financial situation is. But here's the guy that claimed to make hundreds of millions of dollars on the tax scheme, and he's still out there like an octopus, just trying to grab every freaking crumb off the ground. Doesn't mention anything about charity in the midst of it all. No. No proceeds or anything coming from the Son of Sam. They're selling. At least you could have tried to save some integrity and even say, you know, he could have said, we're donating 1% of the book to charity. And even if it was like 1%, you know, because if he would do that, that would be his move probably. So trying to be nice and backpedal and understand, because I actually felt sorry for Mike at the Senate committee hearings. I actually felt sorry for him that, you know, just as a Christian, I felt sorry for him. Now they're shaking him down. He gave up 11 names. He gave up. Legend has it he gave up the janitor during those hearings. He gave up whatever. He spit 10 names out in 2.5 minutes. And then he stood on all that stuff. He never did this. He never did that. Yeah. Craig B, tell you what, buddy, no matter where you're from, that human element will always resonate. Keep doing what you do, bro. It makes you stand out for the rest. See, thank you. That's love and compassion. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna do it with the least amount of resources. You know what? Because real is real, and real wins. Real wins at the end of the day. That's why I pump out 500 videos in 2 years. So, Jojo, what do you think about Mike Franzese said he saved Norby Walters' life 3 times? I think he saved his life because he didn't want to lose the 2 for JJ. Yeah. So he says, well, he didn't put him in jail. His intentions were to put him in jail, but the guy passed away. Joe Garcia, ladies say, Craig B. So he gave up Vegas Pete. I didn't realize those hearings were out there. I've been saying it all along what the guy was. I didn't realize he had testimony from, and it's everything I said about he was embedded before these guys are embedded with the government. It's before it's publicized. Okay. But I didn't realize that. But, he tried to say he didn't go to jail. Well, the guy passed away. Your intentions were to put him in jail. And they have that proffer out there, whatever it was. Somebody posted it, that proffer. I think Joy Merlino put that up there. Your intentions were you went to you sat down with the FBI. What about your sit down? Why don't you do a thumbnail? My sit down with the FBI. Why don't you do that thumbnail while you're having sit downs with the mailman and David Berkowitz? How about your sit down with the FBI? Where's that one? Well, Norby, your intentions were to put him away. And the name dropping he did from Don King, actors, entertainers. Who was the first person he ratted on in the interview? His father. His father. The first name. My father was a underboss for the what? What? And then he just started spitting names out left and right. And I actually felt sorry for him, because just like humanistically speaking. Yeah, James Caan. I says, look at, he's up there, and then, and what's he say? The first words, my position was a captain. So there goes your mafia boss theory, you Mike Franzese suckers. There goes that. So that's settled forever. Okay, it should have been settled from day one. But the nitwits that defend him, there it is in front of the. He was an accountant, finance, money. That's I think he gave 2 different dates for when his real time he got made. It was Halloween and whatever. There's 2 actual dates I think that he misspoke on also from when he was made. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Everything on my channel is alleged. I don't want any problems. I'm just a document. I'm just I don't know what I am. Let's keep it real. He was a rat. Was never a boss. The guy is a consummate liar. I think he demonstrates the same traits as Hitler and Mussolini. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. His brother was a disgrace. His 90-year-old dad wore a wire. Thank you, Vegas Pete. You wear a wire? Your old man's 100 years old? What? Wow. Yeah. And while we're on the subject, I found the footage where his mother said, we never saw a penny of the money. They were in New York City struggling. We never saw a penny. He's selling wine and trinkets and everything. The gas cat dome. Beverly Hills is the place you ought to be. So we packed up our bags and we moved to Beverly Hills. That is. Movie stars, bright lights. Your people are back there starving. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to do that much more about Mike Franzese, but this really got my mind screwed up. This really got my mind screwed up. Just go out and do your show. You're going to get the numbers anyways. You compromise integrity and common sense and scruples. How much more do you want to benefit off of doing this crazy interview with David Berkowitz? How much is that going to affect the bottom line of all those millions you got? How much will be added to that fortune you sit on doing that? Do you need that money generated from the views and marketing that you did on that? You need that. You need, because you did the wine commercial and you're selling. You need that. You need that. You need that extra money that was generated behind this David Berkowitz. You really need that money, Mike? Are you that broke? How much money 2 years from now you look back and say, how much did you generate off of this David Berkowitz? Anecdotally speaking, analytically speaking, with the money that might have revenues generated from it. Did you really need that? Are you going to miss a meal? Were you going to miss a meal? Come on. Vegas Pete says he never went to his father's burial. I'm supposed to be quitting smoking. The guy got me smoking. So yeah, I don't know, man. I wasn't gonna do an early video because I didn't plan the schedule, because now I'm scheduling them. But NYC Crime Spot and Manny, the Grossman Files, the guy that gave me my first interview, did that, and I went, "What? Do tell. What's he saying now? The truth, sir." Yeah. Vegas Pete, you know what Jesus did to the people? Mike Franzese, you're so into the Bible. You're so into the Bible. You know what Jesus did to the money changers? He tipped all the tables over. He tipped all the tables over. That's what Jesus did. Did you find that in the Bible when you were in solitary confinement? Did you miss the part in the Bible that was words and deeds? Did you miss that part too? Did you miss that part? Or did you have just dollar signs blurred your vision? Did the dollar signs blur your vision? Or did you see it and read it, but you didn't want to remember it? Oh. Yeah. Pete D says, yeah, he should have passed on that. And he says he also likes his content generally, but that was a big turnoff. Yeah. It's fine. He's got a right to tell good stories. Yes, it's interesting stuff, mafia stuff. In this day and age. But if he was a true mafiosa, he would never did a YouTube channel. No. The true mafiosa, no. There's a couple guys out there that I consider more of the true mafiosa that might have a YouTube channel. He wasn't a true mafiosa. He was a financial guy. That's all. But I'm a storyteller. He's a storyteller. He has a right to market and stuff, and that's good. Whether it doesn't matter if it's truth or lies anymore. It doesn't matter. He's got the ability to tell a story and get subs. Then that's cool. Then he can rock and roll. He has the ability to tell good stories, and he could hang his head on that. But he just gets a little cute about name claim ranking of his position. And I don't have enough time. It's a laundry list, but you know what I mean. So a true mafiosa would never, number one, name claim James. You would never. The 9-year-olds know that. 9-year-old Italian boys know that, you wouldn't call yourself a boss. Thank you, Vegas Pete. I got there 1,000 subs. Thank you. So he knows all these things going in. He just thinks everybody out there is a schmuck, and he's a good marketing guy. And he says, I'll just get all the suckers I can. But forgive me, because they're not all suckers, because people just want to hear good storytelling. I'm a better storyteller than him by far. I'm confident. No, Sammy the Bull Gravano tells good stories. They rock and roll. They tell us good stories, and then we could do the backdrop on. Oh well, then he did. But there are some things that are just left sacred. Okay, you have the right to blah 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 in stories. But in the same breath, when you start standing behind things and then claiming to be these and that, you claim to have been a boss, you're not. You claim to be some spiritual Jesus guy, and you don't mention nothing about charity. And then I call them out on it. That's all. So I can get my views and subscribers. But I got other stories coming up that aren't even mob related. Some are, some ain't. But I'm a storyteller. I'm not just gonna stay in this mob genre lane. Yeah, I mean it's good. I'll keep doing it. But I mean that's just the way it goes. Anybody new coming in here? Thank you for your support. Just hit any button. If there's a button, just hit it. I get confused, because YouTube's telling me you got 1,000 subs now. You got the notification. So, if you like the show, hit the notification. If that's how you can support me, I need that support. I don't have all the stuff, but that stuff's free to support me. Let's do that. Whatever you can do, that's free. That's free. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. I never asked for anything until I did 406 videos. I didn't put a link to the book in there. I didn't have Cash App or Super Chat. These guys were selling their socks and underwear right out of the gate. These other guys that got millions of dollars. And they have a right to. They have a right to. They have a right to. But when I'm not bought and sold, a lot of times you got to look at things about people's comments and their editorials and everything else under the sun, because a lot of people are bought and sold and supported on different things and people and organizations. I'm not. Wherever I go on this channel, I go. Wherever I go. So I'm going to do the best I can to dissect and peel the layers back on different topics. That's all. And we got a community here. We can rock and roll. And this is their show as well as it's my show. Max Meeks, how you doing? What's the name of your book? They Dead Missed. When I was a little boy. What's a boy? That's the truth, sir. They Dead Missed. It's a weird term, but I came back life-threatening things from health issues to the mob. I dodged death. This is my 5th attempt at life. So, they Dead Missed. 5 stars it got. Somebody gave it 5 stars. Not me. Somebody gave it 5 stars. If it, I'm not going to blow smoke up, but whatever. There's the book, the link. There it is. I think it's $9 or something. I think the book, when Amazon takes the cut, you see how many I've sold? Because I don't even know what I've sold. I haven't sold any. I think it's $9 or $10. I realize maybe $5.11. And it's $1 million read if people are book enthusiasts. I don't tout it. I have been lately, but I don't tout it. Better story than all them other gangsters will write. I'll tell you that much. Because it's more that I put more of the emotionality into it. Yeah. I put more of all the other stuff you haven't seen out there that's been communicated via the big screen, films, Netflix, YouTube mob personalities. I put a different flavor in there that Billy and Sally hasn't seen. And I'm educated in all fields of knowledge. I was on Dean's List. I'm street smart and very academically smart in all areas. I'm capable of writing a good book. Big deal. If people are into that, It's the price of a frickin' Starbucks coffee. Thank you, Max Meeks. Thank you, buddy. So I should have put it for sale but there's a spiritual message in it too, because after the chapters, I say, once again, everybody, there's a spiritual aspect into it. If you read between the lines, very easy, simple read to follow. Boom, boom, boom. You'll be enough of that. Enough of that. Here, now I got some wine for you guys. It's a very easy wine to go down. So thank you, Max Meeks. So there you have it, folks. April 19th. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Kathy. I love you. Is today the 19th? Man, my mind is shot. Yeah, today's the 19th. Yep. Cash them. So I appreciate the support. Vegas Pete, to see you back again, man. Yeah. 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 I'd like to head out to Vegas someday and everything. I'm gonna stay at MGM. I'm gonna stay at the Araya. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at the Araya. 500 a night. Vegas, could I sleep on the couch? Mr. P, you got a couch I could flop on? Lady St. Joe Garcia. Manny from the Grossman Files, thank you for coming on in and help my show out. Craig B, James McCarthy, Mr. McCarthy, my main man, Johnston. All right, Tony Lucas. Yeah. Lady Saint, Unique Mastiffs. Yep, Joe Ruffino, he's the captain. Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue Story. Thank you, folks. Thank you. The Grossman Files. Yes, people that are now NYC Crime Spot. Brett, you know me. I'm forever gracious, buddy. Go check out the NYC Crime Spot and go check out Manny and the Grossman Files. Go check them guys out. You want juice. If people are looking for juice and stuff on things, get the juice. Mo Alley. Good to have you here, Mo Alley. Joel Gold, thank you. I appreciate everything. We're winding down, folks. I got to get my thank yous in because I got to get my thank yous in. The New York Jets, you slipped in here with one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The best was Mike saying, we were on the streets looking for you. I'm happy we didn't find you. All right. Craven, how you been, Craven? You know how we do it here, man. Michael Candinas, that's guy. The show's not official till Michael Candinas comes in. Now he comes in and he sets the table, brings me my coffee, lights my cigarette, and then we rock and roll. So there we go, the Grossman Files. Yes. Anybody I miss? NYC Crime Spot. Unique Mastiffs. All right, folks. I appreciate your support and everything. I'm getting there. We're getting there. We'll rise up together. Unity is good. Unity is a good thing to spread, especially when you're starting a YouTube channel. Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue Story. Joe Ruffino, he's my captain. My good man. That's a real captain. I don't mean to put you out there, bro. James McCarthy, boy, has he supported me with good guy there too. Craig B, Joe Garcia, Lady Saint, Vegas Pete, Pete D, Max Meeks, and everything. Oh, and Vinny Pastor, you put a curveball by me last night because my mind was shot. And thank you for tuning in. Joe's rocking this morning. Whoa, go get me, Joe. All right. So I appreciate everything, of course. And I hope you people can get the best fulfillment out of your life. Laugh a little bit. There's things going on. Maybe we could stabilize some things and laugh and just get the best quality of life that we can. That's all. Best we can do. Michael Murray, come on. What are you doing now? Hold on. That's 45 minutes late. That's 45 minutes late. I'm going to dock your pay, Mr. Amari. Look at these names. Thank you, Joe. Well, what do you say? Hey, I've been around, but I'm here now. Thank you, Mike. I did a good video. James McCarthy, Joe, the Atlantic City trip is on. Let's go. I'm ready, James. I'm ready. You need a driver? You need a driver? I'll drive. You know, I'm ready. The way I look at it. If I'm on Facebook, I'll drive you. For 1,000, I'll drive you. No, I'll drive. You know, we could do the show on the road. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Max Meeks. Oh, it's $14.99. I lied, folks. I thought, the Kindle. I think the Kindle part is cheaper or whatever. I haven't sold hardly anything, so that's how knowledgeable I am. Because I've been looking at those reports for 2 years, and all it says is 0, 0. How about next month? 0, 0, 0. But hey, whatever. At least it's there, and it can blow up someday. So at least that seed has been planted. That's all. The seed has been planted. Because once the world catches up to me, I'm just waiting for the world to catch up to me. So I'm in the trenches and doing it. Thank you, Max. Well, James, you go to Facebook if you're able to do that and contact me. However you could contact me, send smoke signals in the northern sky. I'll be looking at 1:30, all right? Wyatt Earp, how you doing, man? You taking your lunch break or your morning break? Send me some smoke signals, James McCarthy, because I'm game. Yeah, Max me, yeah, paper. I think it's 160. It's right here. I think it's well, Joe, it's sitting on your lap for 400 videos. Let's see how many pages it is. 181. Yeah. You want to hear a poem I wrote? Want to hear a poem? I put poems in the back of the book. This poem is called Solo Flight. Sitting here doing time alone with my friend. I've committed no crime. It's just me I offend. Trying to deal with this hand I've dealt myself. Is this solitary now? Because there's no one else. This war has left me lost and stranded. Can someone tell me where I have landed? 60 years old. Set me free, and all the hell inside of me. 3 days without, and I'm feeling clean again. Trying to go the distance with this demon I call friend. This war inside of me, I can't fight it anymore. Just find another 20, and I'm itching to score. Weekend warrior, you've been fighting way too long. It's the middle of the week, and you're still not gone. I'm killing myself, but I don't believe it. With those echoes in my mind screaming, leave it, leave it, leave it. Drug addiction. But he's still running those laps inside my head, like a lost evil soul risen up from the dead. So I picked my own poison. My choice was rough, because one hit's too many and a million's not enough. Set me free. Set me free. I'm also a poet, folks. I wrote some songs 30 years ago, and California ripped them off, and there was 2 country songs that made it on the damn thing. Them pirates. They had a poem songwriting contest, and it was a scam. I bit hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Someone called me and said, hey, this guy got a song. It sounds like that poem and that song you wrote. I was like, what? Yeah, really? Cute. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm a poet. I'm a Renaissance man. I'm just waiting for the world to catch up. That's all. I wrote a book of poems. I don't know where the hell it is. Yeah, there it is, folks. Thank you, James McCarthy. Thank you. Hey, Tatone. Hey, Joe just popped in. Salute. All right. Home renovations. Got me running ragged. All right, get it all together. That's exciting. It's a lot of work, but me, when it's done, you sit back nice. Honey, how do you enjoy my hard work? It's nice, honey. Um, would you like a glass of wine? Yeah. I'm quite thirsty after all these home renovations. What do we got on the wine tonight? Well, we got some wild Irish rose, or we got some Mike Franzese circa 1976 Southern Florida vineyards. Oh, I'll take the wild Irish rose. Good choice, honey. Woo, boy. I have enjoyed this show today. Not to sling crap and everything. We talk about this and that, but yeah, have fun. I try to laugh at things too. Better than crying. Better than crying. So, all right. Mr. McCarthy, I want the cigarettes and where you pick, I'm going to have to tell you where to pick me up. All right. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to find my poems and do some shorts, bro. Good idea. Good idea, Pete D. I wrote some. They're in there somewhere. I think somebody might have stolen them from me. There's probably been 6 #1 hit songs written already with my material. Oh, well, who the hell knows? It's my fault anyways for freaking screwing my life up. It's my fault. But I'll come back. I'm going to do that, Pete. I'm going to do that. Might even inspire me to start writing some new ones. Oh, well, we'll take it as it comes. That's all. I appreciate everybody's support. Yeah. James McCarthy. Wait a minute here. Oh, yeah, Atlantic City. Vegas Pete, good to have you back. Wyatt Earp's got some Stella Red Rose wine, Rosa Red wine. Go ahead, Wyatt Earp. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Hey, good wine. A good Sauvignon. A fresh bouquet. Nice. Rock and roll. I'm not a wine hater or anything. No, I'm not a wine hater. I just give commentary about all that stuff. That's all. So I feel good about this. Oh well. All right. James, you gonna pick me up for the trip? You better have a bankroll. Please forgive me. Please do it. Well, haven't I given you enough already, Joe? You ingrate. Just hit the like button, okay? That's all. Marta Fowler, you have a great weekend too. Thank you. Let's rise everything up and enjoy. Man, life is precious. Life is precious. So we'll get there together. You guys give me therapy. I need therapy. What the heck? Haven't you figured it out by now? 500 videos in 2 years. Haven't you figured out I need support too? Big Jim from UFC. Is that who that is? The guy's been a mystery man to me. If you Google him, there's 19 names. The saga continues. I just want to hug him. I'm not funny. I want and shake his hand because I'm into love and compassion and unity. That's all. James, I'm crying crickets. Hope it's not jellos. James, man, you don't have to do that. Thank you, bro. James, man. I'm crying crickets. You always put some thing like, is this a friend of mine that's just running around somewhere that knows things? Or I don't know. Is he an entertainer? We've been through this before. Bro. I'm not crazy enough already. Go to Facebook and call me up or something and make a revelation or something. Give me something like, because I Googled your name 19 million times. All right, bro. Thank you, Max Meeks. And thank you for your support too. That was a nice gesture the other day too, man. Thank you. Thank you, folks. So yeah. I don't know if I could go to Atlantic City with you, James McCarthy, because I got another 72 videos to put out in 42 days. Okay. So I'm busy at work here. I'm trying to do my job over here. Okay. Thank you. Well, maybe we could make a score and I could buy another crooked light. All right. Maybe we can balance my setup a little bit. I could have two crooked lights in the background. Okay. Let's get the crooked light in there. That'll end up in the Smithsonian Institute. So let's give it some. Let's shine some light on that light. PDB is live right now with Night Puff Daddy, an informant. Wow, what's gonna happen with P Diddy? Boy, there's so much speculation. But you know what happens a lot of times, folks? You hear all the wow, 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 and then guess what happens after that? Sally, you're right. Nothing happens. You see it politically all the time. Oh, this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And then what happens after? Jimmy? Correct. Nothing. You see, folks, there's puppeteers and then there's puppets. Okay. Okay, folks. And I came back from the dead to also send a message. This channel is a project. This channel is an experiment. Okay. I'm not from here, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not from this realm. All right. Yeah, you're really out there somewhere, the true serum. You're right about that. Yeah. So thank you, James McCarthy, my main man. You're getting I'm getting commercials. It's something. It's something. It's a start. Thank you, Max. It's a start. I'll take that 8 cents all day long. It's a start. Got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. That's all. If you got a low-level job, hang in there. And don't be afraid. Don't be in fear to go to your supervisor or your manager and say, is there any type of advancement? How can I make an advancement? What are the things I need to do to get a promotion or advance some type of advancement in this company? So take a shot. Because sometimes people in management positions appreciate that braveness and confidence. That's a trait that they look for. I was in a car, right? I was driving. Big theme park. I was with a friend, a saint. Let's call the person, I was with a saint. And we're going. I said, I'm going to go in there into the admissions thing, application office. And when I come out, I'll be hired. No, you got to go through all this process and everything else, blah, 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 blah. I walked in and they did this mock interview. I said, whatever. My academic, I was my resume and my grades and everything were in store. But I just went in and said, I can do any job. I'll start wherever I need to start. And I could do any job on these grounds. And then looked at me like, and there was a guy in the back, and there was a manager in the back, and the lady, I caught her off guard, and she said, excuse me? I said, well, not to be disrespectful or anything, but I could do any position on the grounds. From the lowest aspect, the lowest level job, or to the suits in the offices, I could do anything. And she says, oh, well, you're going to have to do this. That, blah, blah. Now, there's a manager in a suit standing 10 feet away. He said, come with me, sir. You're hired. Ta-da. Otherwise, it takes a week. Not that I'm anything, but it was confidence and no fear. And I did prove myself in spades after that. I proved myself. Yeah. I told him I could do your job better. He just laughed. He says, come with me. I said, I could do you. But not to toot my own horn. It's just to exemplify that you can be good. You can strive. Don't cower down or anything. People are looking for certain things in people that they want, certain traits. So you get it all here, folks. Trying to get you guys a job. Woo-wee. We're going on 2 hours. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there, bar none. So shout out to NYC Crime Spot. Heck yeah. Pushed me over 1,000 subs. Didn't have to either. Didn't have to. We did that interview. Things could have went off the rails and everything. He believed that things would go all okay. He risked saying, he risked that it could have been, oh my gosh, this truth serum embarrassed this guy. He risked it. But he's a thinker. He's a seer. He's a seer. You see, there's seers. He took a shot, and we stayed in that interview, that live stream, for over 2 hours until I got over 1,000 subscribers. You've heard it before, folks, and I will repeat it again. So I like that stuff. And after I have 500,000 subscribers, I'm going to still give his channel a shout out. So that's how it is. Don't forget the people you see on the way up. From the famous words of Ralph Cramden on The Honeymooners, don't forget the people you see on the way up, because you might see the same people on the way down. The true philosophy from Ralph Cramden, The Honeymooners. Okay? I'm true blue across the board. Pete D, NYC's generally good man. He's helped quite a few and want nothing in return. Yeah. Let me build up financially and everything. He'll be getting some Christmas cards from me in good faith. If I could ever build up any kind of, he'll be getting some Christmas cards from me. I would like to give him one anyways, but I'd like to put a financial gift for him. So, Kevin Flack, what's going on? So, that's that, folks. I'm going to sign off, and I appreciate the support. I'll tell you one thing. YouTube's starting to tell me more things to, support. What's your number? There's a heart sign in the way. Number 19. April 19th, my sister's birthday. Yeah. Caesar's baby roulette, number 19. Oh, yeah. Go to Facebook, look up my name, and tell me where you're picking me up at. You're picking me up outside of my door here. That's where we're going. Mr. H is in there. All right. This is almost a 2-hour video. Had a lot of fun. We talked about Mike Franzese and his interview with the son of Sam and all that malarkey and everything. But as a Christian, let everybody do what they do and everything. And Mike Franzese, if you're a Christian, I'm saying as a Christian, okay, you do what you do. I've said a lot and everything, but that's just the way it is. So if you're mad at me, forgive me, just like you forgave Berkowitz, okay? Joe, we need a 24-hour product for cigarettes and coffee. I'm down. We need a marathon. Oh, I'm going to need some super chats for that. Pete D, have a great weekend, my man. Yeah, I'll do the 24-hour podcast, but I'll start it after there's some super chats in the mix because I might need a nurse to prop me up. I might have to pay a nurse to be like, yeah, back in 1984, I was over here and yeah. So so I guess all right. Oh, they're talking about the gas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mike Franzese should have some cheap gas for you. Oh wow. You get it, guys? See that joke was just waiting for one of you guys to ambush. All right. Girl, be more mature, Joe. Be more mature. So yeah, going up in the summer. Uh-huh. So thank you, folks, and thank you everybody that joined in. And Vinny Pastor, you had me puzzled last night on that video, whether you're the real one or not. But you did a mind freak on me, and I knew, but I was still confused. But if that's the real Vinny Pastor, God bless you and your family. I hope today finds you and everybody well and everything else. And that's all I could say about that. But thank you for watching. If you're a viewer of mine, that's all. If you don't like my channel, then take a walk. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. Thank you, Max. Thank you. So, be the kings and queens of your world. Rise up in every aspect. It's good to be alive. We rock and roll. We have some laughs and everything else. Be strong. The world wants your blood. Don't give up too much of it. Don't give up too much of it. All right. Stay strong. We can get there. You know, it's sunny out. It's not cloudy. We got to grow up in our whole aspect of life. That's the deal I made to come back to this side. That you better share some good word. You want to do it, you better put some other types of things in there. Forget the mob and all that. You can use that, Joe, originally, but then you can diversify off and motivate and inspire because I got the fifth chance at life. So while I'm up here chirping like a bird for 2 hours, you better throw some inspiration in there too. Keep my deal going with the other side. So thank you. Hit any button that's out there. Thank you, Max, for buying the book, and everybody else that just hits a button. I appreciate it. Just hit the notification bell because I'm going to start scheduling the upcoming videos. So that's that. You guys go out into the day. Be confident. Be strong, and don't give up. Don't give up. I don't give up. Whether I was on life support, going to be a vegetable, start from zero. I started from zero on life support, and I started zero on YouTube. I don't give up, and you folks shouldn't give up at anything you're entertaining in this world and in your life. All right, I always try to share that because that's the real currency. That's the real money. It's not in your bank account. That's the real currency in this thing called life. Okay. And when you connect to that, you open up the whole matrix. All right. Thank you, folks. Have a great weekend.